I read 8 books in October and here's what I rated them. First up, we've got the last book in the Mindfuck series, which is called Paint It All Red by S.T. Abbey. So essentially the Mindfuck series are a collection of short stories all in one sort of series. This is down as a romance on Fable, but it's not just romance. This is a more dark romance with elements of psychological thriller like sprinkled in. And it follows a serial killer who falls in love with the FBI agent who is investigating her case. I really enjoyed this one. I rated it 4 stars. It was a nice conclusion to the series, and the entire series as a whole is very short, so it's very easy to binge. Next up, we've got The Couple at Number 9 by Claire Douglas. I was really disappointed with this book, so initially rated it 3 stars, but put it down to 2.5. So this is a psychological thriller with elements of mystery and suspense, and it follows Safi, who moves into her new home with her boyfriend, and during house renovations they uncover 2 dead bodies. And her nan also used to live in this house and owned this house. This was incredibly slow. I really wanted to DNF. In fact, I should have DNF'd it. I'm not the type of person to guess the twists in books because I kind of just like go along with the flow for whatever I read, but this one I guessed it. It was very disappointing, so I don't think I'll be picking up any more Claire Douglas books. This is the second one that I read I was just not that impressed with. So next up, we've got Don't Swipe Right by L.M. Chilton. This was really fun. I rated it 3 stars, and it basically follows Gwen, who has come out of a long-term relationship. She's back on the market. She started dating again. The only thing is her dates have ended up dead, and she's the prime suspect in the investigations. This was really easy to read. Gwen was really funny. There was elements of like dark comedy in this, and despite the twist being a little bit predictable once some elements were revealed, it was still a really enjoyable read. So next up, we've got Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. Am I saying that right? So this is a dark psychological thriller, and I would urge people to check the trigger warnings because this was dark. So in this, popular high school student Angela disappears without a trace, and 14 years later her remains are found in the woods behind her best friend Gio's house. And Kaiser, who forms part of their little friendship trio, is actually now a detective, and he finds out that Angela was actually a victim of serial killer Calvin James, who happened to be in a relationship with her best friend Gio at the time. Now Calvin and Gio are both in prison, and we find out what really happened to Angela all those years ago. The first half of this book was so addicting. I literally could not put it down, and it does a really good job of going back and forth between timelines without it feeling too much or without it being too hard to follow, which is really good. However, the ending was so rushed, it basically gave me whiplash because I was really confused by the end of it. I also thought it just felt slightly incomplete with everything. Like, I don't think that everything was kind of tied up well enough for me, so I found it quite disappointing at 3 stars. I think I actually have to split this up into 2 parts because I've babbled on quite a bit, so come back for part 2.